All right, I think it's time we start talking about HBO Task being the best show on TV. We're 3 episodes in, and each episode has gotten better than the last. We are getting insane story and character development every single week, with this week being off the charts. And just in case this is your first time, as usual, this will include spoilers. Wait, what do you mean there's a mole? There's only 4 of them. One of them is working with the Dark Hearts? I can't even begin to theorize on which one could be the mole. Like, it could literally be any of them at this point. We haven't gotten enough information or any type of inkling whatsoever of one of them working with the Dark Hearts, which is actually the point of it all, obviously. My immediate thought is because of his track record, Grasso is the one that I immediately go to because of this, obviously. But I don't know if I see that because of how obvious it would be. And because of what we just learned about Agent Clinton and the toxic relationship she was in, that only leaves Tom and Stover. Could one of them be working with the Dark Hearts? Now, while we wait to find out who this person is, which I do think we'll probably wait a few weeks to figure that out, this story is moving forward quickly. The task force has already figured out who Robbie's partner is, which eventually will lead directly to him. And speaking of Robbie, the most important information coming from his side of everything is we now know who is feeding him information about the Dark Heart houses. And it comes down to his brother's ex-partner, girlfriend, wife, the person that he was dating within the biker gang. And she basically just wants revenge for what happened to him. She loved this person, and we find out that the leaders of the Dark Hearts, who are the 2 main gentlemen, and I forget their names, I apologize, but the 2 main gentlemen we are seeing from that gang throughout this season, they are responsible for his death. But because this show is just so damn good and full of twists and turns and development for both our characters and story, the leaders of the Dark Hearts know that someone inside their own gang is feeding information to the outside. I was 100% serious earlier when I mentioned that this show should be considered the best show on TV right now. There are a couple of contenders out there, Alien Earth being one of them, but I am so locked in on everything I am seeing from it. Whether it's just people talking at a table or the task force charging into a house, I am loving everything I am getting from this show week by week. This week's episode definitely answered a lot that we were looking for over the first 2 episodes, but it also raised a ton of new questions. Who do you think that this informant is in the task force? Who is feeding the Dark Hearts information? Sound off in the comments below and hit that follow button for more TV review, ranking, and recommendation videos just like this one.